The United States announced a new military aid package for the war-struck country of Ukraine on Friday worth $400 million, primarily composed of ammunition, but for the first time will include tactical bridges to move tanks and armored vehicles. The new military package includes ammunition for Bradley combat vehicles, howitzers and HIMARS, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken said on Friday. Blinken further said that pursuant to a delegation of authority from President Biden, I am authorizing a 33rd drawdown of US arms and equipment for Ukraine since August 2021, valued at $400 million. In a tweet, Blinken said, "Today the United States announced a critical new package of military assistance for Ukraine to repel Russia's aggression. We stand united with Ukraine." The tactical bridges, which has been included for the first time in the military package, could be used by Ukrainian troops who have been training in combined arms maneuver warfare, which is the coordinated use of artillery shelling, alongside tank and armored vehicle attack movements to retake territory seized by Russian forces since they invaded Ukraine a year ago. In January, Germany agreed to send Leopard tanks to Ukraine and said that it would work with allies to send more. German aid for Ukraine was expected to be a major topic when US President Joe Biden and German Chancellor Olaf Scholz met at the White House on Friday. Several NATO allies have pledged a range of armored fighting vehicles. The package will be funded using the Presidential Drawdown Authority or PDA, which authorizes the president to transfer articles and services from US stocks without congressional approval during an emergency, Blinken said. Overall, the United States has provided nearly $32 billion in aid to Ukraine to defend itself against Russia, which invaded its pro-Western neighbor on February 24th last year. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken also announced sanctions on Russia. In a tweet, US Secretary of State said, "Today we sanctioned Russians connected to human rights abuses. The Kremlin's attempt to silence critics like Vladimir Kara-Murza will not succeed in hiding the truth about its war in Ukraine. We call for the immediate release of Vladimir and other prisoners of conscience." 6 Russians connected to human rights violations were sanctioned by the United States on Friday. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken demanded the release of Russian journalist Vladimir Kara-Murza and said that Russia will not succeed in hiding the truth about the Ukraine war. Meanwhile, Anatoly Antonov, Russia's ambassador to Washington, said the US wanted to inflict a strategic defeat on Moscow but had no chance of succeeding, TASS news agency reported.
Subscribe to Oneindia channel and never miss an update.